there. Welcome back to the lands of Aecathan. No professionals, no fancy tech, just a group of women playing an all-original game of Dungeons & Dragons. I'm Jeff, your game master, and here's what happened last time. Zoreth had a chat with Father Dilbus, both about the situation with the Orcs and seeking his counsel on her issues with Aloric. The following morning, at breakfast, the group gathered to talk more strategy with regard to helping the citizens of Ballinamard cope with the impending removal of the Thuilnu's influence. In Athgar's mansion, the topic turned to what exactly to do about the Orcs, with some widely varying opinions. The decision was made to fabricate a situation where the Orcs can save Ballinamard from an external threat as a reason to assemble them all in Athgar's redesigned magnificent mansion. The group joined Father Dilbus and the assembled clerics and paladins from the sanctum and prepped them as best they were able for what was to come. Aribell recruited the two new guardians of Ballinamard's Temple of Tiraura to assist with keeping the Orcs isolated from the citizens for a while. Returning to the mansion, Athgarr and Bo had come up with a story they thought would convince the Orcs, a story of a Kuo-toa invasion, and the story that the Kuo-toa are using weapons that affect the minds of all the surface races except the Orcs, so they're the only ones who can defend the city. Athgarr transformed his mansion into a replica of a beachhead where the Orcs could practice repelling the Kuo-toa invasion. Something to keep them busy while the rest of the group was setting about healing Ballinamard. And the heroes then returned to Tasha's mansion and mingled with the assembled sanctum folks, and Zoreth helped reassure a young cleric of Costas about her abilities to be of help. And that's where we pick up. So, it is the dawn of the Day of Healing. What would you like to do?
This is going to be an interesting one.
Probably.
Is everyone still abed?
No, you've been up for a while.
Okay.
I didn't mean dawn, like literally time of day dawn.
Okay.
But yeah, everyone's had breakfast, and it's probably late morning.
And what time are we supposed to have everyone assembled? So it was early afternoon, right?
You had not actually set a time. The council decided the time, but you don't know it.
Oh.
Well, that would be good to find out.
Probably.
Who's the head of the council?
Fen.
Fen?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I send a message to Fen.
Okay.
Fen, this is Tasha. We were wondering what time you've set for getting everyone together. You can reply to this message.
Good morning. We decided that we should gather everyone after lunch. They'll be well fed and a little sleepy, easier to manage.
Yeah.
What is after lunch?
So, like 1 o'clock.
Yeah, 1:30.
Well, then I guess is there anything we need to do in that time?
So after lunch, before we all split, I think Bo was going to put the telepathic thing up for us so that since we'll be split up, we can all let me know when we're ready.
And Father Dilbus is looking to you all to determine how to divide up the people.
I thought he said that he already had done that.
Well,
Last
he
time.
had
we talked about-
recommendations.
Oh, but yeah. Then I think we're going with his.
Okay.
Since he knows them.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, then you all have to decide where you're going.
Gwen was going to go with the Wolfies, is that right?
Indeed.
So otters find a way to keep them from running. Goat, loud talking together can faint. Bear wolf explode. Bear rage first. Wolf work together. No riots. Place with aggression. Protectors. I don't actually. Otter said music.
So that's me.
Yep.
Gwen goes to Athgarr.
We have Bo. We have Vines with us, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Both Vines and Bo are planning on shape-shifting into some sort of cute animal.
Right. Well, we have Athgarr, Gwen, Tasha, Zorith. I think I want to do my part from the temple rather than be.
You need backup.
No. I don't think so. We'll all be linked, you'll know. I mean, you guys need to be with the clans.
People. So
I'll
we have
take
Otter.
the bear.
goat, bear, wolf.
I think probably I will actually shapeshift into a young wolf, and I will take the wolves as well.
And that is Vines.
Yes,
So Vines, you'll go with Gwen.
yes.
All right. So
Right.
we have goat and what else?
Where's the kitten gone?
Bear,
Kitten?
goat, and otter.
He told me I could turn into a kitten.
Oh,
and I like
yes.
that, because then I can claw them if they get too nasty.
Well, we can have Father Dilbus do one of them too. There's 5 or 4.
5.
Otter, goat, bear, wolf.
Oh, I guess there's just 4. I thought there was
So we're good then. So you'll have
Right?
goat,
There's
Zorith.
just 4.
Let me double check.
I don't know where I got 5. Sorry.
Goat, Ozorith, is that what we said?
Yeah, I think that's what's left.
And these notes are like on just paper because I haven't had a chance to
To migrate them to electronics?
know to. Cause I ran out of notebook.
Oh.
Otter, goat, bear, wolf, Aribell, Tasha. No. Otter music. So Tasha,
Yep, Tasha's otter.
Yeah, it's just the 4.
Zorith, goat. So who's bear?
Athgarr.
Athgarr. Vines goes with Gwen. Maybe the otter should have the kitten.
Okay.
All right. I'll go wherever you think I'll be the most use.
No idea.
I mean, it's not like we've done this before.
We're just going to have to wing it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
All right.
We'll just wait until 1 o'clock. We'll just bide our time.
Right.
Well, I'm going to eat.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
I mean, we would do whatever it is that we do normally. during the day. Like I said, bide our time, just separating out acolytes, telling them where to go.
Well, you'll all be leading them.
Yeah, I know. But I'm saying splitting them. Do we need to go through how we're splitting?
No.
Okay.
They know Father Delvis would tell them which clan and who they follow.
Yes.
Mhm.
Now that you've decided where you're all going, he would assign each clan 6 of the acolytes.
Okay. What are we saying?
We're not saying anything.
It's not up to us, it's the clan leaders
Yeah.
who will be addressing their people,
Okay.
the council members.
So we'll use our link to tell them everybody's in place on our end, everybody's in place on their end, and then that way they kind of start at the same time. And then when you tell me, I'll do the thing.
Oh god, this makes me want to throw up in real life. This is horrible.
Arabelle is not eating lunch. Well, she might have some bread or something, but she is not
This
eating
is
anything.
just. Ugh.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Sure.
Tasha's having a sandwich.
I'll make a sandwich too and stroll over to Athgarr and say, "So, what are you doing after this?"
I don't know.
Fun if we're alive.
I haven't really made plans beyond this. Not for today, anyhow.
Well, maybe I could buy you a drink.
If I'm not busy chasing packs of wolves.
Oh.
Well, let's just assume you won't be. We'll think positively.
Sure. We'll give that a try.
Why
Gwen and I
not?
are like,
You see Athgar's kind of in his head. He's running over all of the spells that he has available, trying to figure out if there's any new uses for them that he might be able to pull out today.
I tap him on the knee and say, "It'll be fine." And I hand him a sandwich.
Oh, thank you. I'm just trying to be prepared.
There's such a thing as being over-prepared. Sometimes you just have to wing it.
Well, this is one of those situations where I'll admit I wish I studied the musical part of my training a little bit more.
It'll be
I
fine.
mean, I could tell them stories, but if they're
That might not be bad.
wandering around in packs, growling and breaking things, they're probably not going to want to listen.
I look at it like this. If they're cooperative, entertain them. If they're not cooperative, kick their asses. Either way, you've got this.
Well, I suppose if everything goes poorly, I can just polymorph myself into a wolf. And
There you
just
go.
Run with them.
Eat your sandwich. You'll feel better.
All right. So it gets to be about 1:15.
We're all where we're supposed to be then, right?
No,
Yep.
no.
You said quarter after 1.
Quarter after 1. So it would be about time to
Oh, I thought.
Disperse.
head out.
So I say, everybody who's going with the otters, follow me.
Wait,
Nope,
wait.
We need a mental link.
Hey, hold on
Oh.
just a moment. And he starts casting, and suddenly, poop, you feel the other 6 in your brain. And through the link, you hear Bo say, "All right, now we can go."
All right. Follow me. And I head off towards the otters.
Let us go beard the wolves in their den.
You've got bears, so.
Oh, that's right. Well,
We can beard the bears.
let us go beard the bears.
Poke
in
the
their
bears.
lair. Oh,
There you
Poke the
go.
bears in their lair.
No. I will not be poking any bears.
That's why Gwen doesn't have the bears.
They're so fuzzy.
Can I keep one?
Please,
It's Fat Bear Week.
Right?
please
They're
don't,
all so chubbly and cute.
please don't pet the
Chubbly.
furry cows, right?
Right?
All right. So you head off to your respective places. As you each arrive, there are still people wandering in. Let's see. Where would he be?
Sorry, I thought I was muted. Just big sigh.
Where is it? There it is. So Fen is with the Wolf Clan. And wanders over to Gwenlaren. Do you have a way of letting Aribell know that she should do this, or will she tell you somehow? I don't think we're going to get everybody, but we will.
I can
have
communicate
most of
with
them.
her.
Ah, good. What did you do
How are
with
you
it?
feeling about
F-
this?
I'm curious what you did with the orcs.
Well, they are in a safe space, kind of a spaceship. They're in a safe spaceship right now. Yep. They're
Spaceship?
in a safe space.
Safe from who?
Safe from everyone and keeping everyone safe from them.
Good.
A mutually safe location.
We have been talking late into the night about what to do about them.
Did you come up with any ideas?
No. We basically have 4 different suggestions. The bear wants them dead. The wolf wants them enslaved. The goat wants them basically domesticated and put to work, and the other wants them expelled from the city.
Well, that's pretty much all of the options. We're hoping that we'll be able to come up with something that will be a non-lethal option for those that are cooperative.
So your intention is to leave them
as they are?
Well, I don't know that they would be well received, even
Oh,
as they
probably
are.
not.
So
Although I
are.
don't know, I have conflicting emotions about that because they are orcs, and I've been taught my entire life to hate the orcs. But I also remember several of them working for the city guard and working in markets and being friendly. Well, for an orc friendly. But, trying hard to do their job and to fit in. And it is all very strange.
Well,
so I
how
don't know
about
how I feel.
how about this? Once people have been restored to themselves and have had a hot minute to recover a bit, do you think it would be worthwhile to ask what they might like to do?
Of course we can ask, and you will get the same for responses.
Okay, I didn't know if it might make a difference if they were no longer enthralled.
I think that the community would be more likely to be lenient if they were still enthralled.
Okay.
Interesting.
But at the same time, do we know how long that would last?
There are no guarantees.
I also imagine that even if we did vote, that within 6 months they would all be dead.
So it would not be much of a reprieve.
No, because there are those who will absolutely not agree to this. And they will take it upon themselves to do something about it.
Good to know. Well, that is actually really helpful information to know because that narrows our options.
Right. So when is this going to happen? We know. I am getting more and more nervous the longer I stand here.
I think a little after lunch.
It is after lunch.
So shortly. I'm waiting to hear from the others as to when they've reached their destinations and are ready to begin.
All right. Are the others at their destinations?
Are they?
Athgarr and Bo are. Or no, Bo's with Gwen.
Right.
No, Vines is with Gwen.
Oh, Vines is with
Bo
Gwen.
is with Tasha.
Okay. Well, Athgarr is there.
Zorith is there.
Arabell's at the church.
Didn't we turn somebody at the church?
Yeah. Yeah, the Priestess of Tiraura is cured.
That's just where Arabell feels most comfortable doing this from.
I would too. Okay, I'm ready. Well, I say I'm set where I'm supposed to be.
All right. Interesting. The leader of the Bear Clan is recommending that they embrace one another.
Interesting.
Bear hugs.
A bear hug, so to speak.
I'm so nervous I can't even laugh right now.
Fen actually is walking around suggesting to people that they basically just sort of clump together.
Goat.
So are they doing this as part of their whatever they're telling the people?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha.
The leader of the goat clan is telling everyone to lie down.
Ooh. That's a good idea. I'll tell everybody in my head these things.
Okay.
Because if one person's saying what's going on, then we'll all say what's going on. And Otter?
Otter, they're basically just trying to get everybody. They've pushed all the chairs out to the edge, and they're having everybody just kind of in one big mass, just sitting down. And
I sit down and start playing something instrumental and just kind of soothing.
all right. Make a performance check, and then make a persuasion check.
Okay. $24 for performance. $33 for persuasion.
Okay. Aribell, it seems that everyone is ready.
Okay. Well, she is in front of.
Wait. Are they going to give speeches?
Not yet.
Oh, that's why I was asking. I had asked if they were doing. They gave the talk of what was going to happen, right?
No.
When they were. Oh, that's what I just asked. Sorry,
Oh,
because we're
no.
not
Yeah,
doing
that's-
this till after they do their thing. So
Yeah.
Right. That's why I teed up there.
yeah, thanks. That's what I. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, no. I was
That's
like,
why I
no,
asked.
this
They're
is
giving their
preemptive.
talk during this, and yeah. So
Their plan was to give the talk after. Because right now,
What's the talk? I thought the talk was explaining what we were doing.
to people who have been deceived into thinking something that is not true, hearing the truth is going to sound like a lie.
I was
Right.
thinking it was not telling them everything that happened, but that kind of what we had told people when we've done this before. There's been a sickness.
We're-
These
cleric,
nice people are going to cure you of the sickness.
and you might feel disoriented and upset. So we want you, like, why else would they get on the ground and those kinds of things?
Yeah.
Right. That's what I thought they were doing also.
I think that makes sense.
Perhaps
That we would provide
we
that.
should.
Literally asked that earlier.
Yeah.
That's why I said,
I think it needs to come from the people they trust. They don't know us.
right. That's why I said earlier. Okay.
Well, then we should inform the clan leaders and have them.
We did.
Right. That's been the whole. That was the plan. So
Well, then, with a little reminding,
they're all nervous too. It's okay.
they each give a version of that speech tailored to their particular group. And the responses are different. With the Bear Clan, there's many shouts of, "You lie. We're not sick, we feel fine. Strong." With the wolves, there's lots of growling, just kind of muttering like, "Don't tell me I'm sick." With the otters, everyone looks worried. Like, we're sick? We don't feel sick. How would we know? Uh-oh. And for the goats, there's alarm.
Oy.
Like, a new sickness that has no symptoms. This is really bad.
As soon as my clan leader is done, I give my signal and say, clan leader is done here at the goats.
Me too.
The bears are protesting, but the speech has been given.
The wolves are in disbelief.
Right. Aribell holds on to her holy symbol in front of the altar and asks Tiraura for her help spreading this throughout the Ballinamard community, and she casts Reverse Anomaly.
Having cast the spell before, there's an expectation of what it's going to feel like. This time, it's significantly different. It's as if a space has opened up in the sky, and instead of just a single casting, you feel an enormous amount of your energy being channeled up through the structure of this spell. This is more power running through your entire being than you've ever felt before. And it feels like several minutes must have gone by. But in reality, it was about 10 seconds. And then suddenly, all that energy has been dispersed. I need you to make a Constitution save.
Ooh.
Well, good thing you can't actually like critically fail. An 8 with a roll of a 1.
You lose consciousness.
Ooh.
But you know the priestess is there, right? So she's.
Yep.
I'm good. I fall down.
Oh, she
Or
rolled a
fall
20.
over.
She caught you.
Oh, good. I was kind of kneeling, so she helped me lay over.
Right, right.
I'm laying unconscious in front of the altar.
The goats immediately begin crying out. There are many that just faint outright.
Fainting goats. Seems legit.
Those that have not lost consciousness are crying loudly. But they are clutching at one another, and the ones who have lost consciousness are being
Tended to,
comforted by other members of the clan, even while upset. The otters, it's like the pile in the middle of the room exploded. Literally, people are diving toward the chairs, toward the tables, any place that they can hide behind or under. There's a mad scramble, while lots of whimpering as well.
I keep playing.
Okay. The wolves immediately begin howling.
Ooh.
And it's because it's coming from human lungs or, humanoid lungs, it's definitely more like keening. It's a sound of collective misery. And there are lots of tears that are just sort of free-flowing. The bears immediately, it's like a room full of barbarians got set off. And while they're not attacking each other, there's not going to be any intact furniture by the time this is done. There is an entire clan of enraged creatures.
Oh boy.
And after a moment of shock, the acolytes from the temple slowly begin moving out amongst them, offering calm emotion spells, blessings.
Okay. I ask in my head, should we have the clan leaders now again explain something? Since they've been...
Yeah, I think that would be if they can get a word in.
Aribell says nothing.
Hosen is already moving from group to group.
Okay.
Is the otter leader doing the same?
Let me see which one is here. Yes, Turn. She is standing in the center where the pile was, and speaking softly, comfortingly, extolling everyone to come back together as a clan, that there is strength in numbers, and they are clever, and they are agile, and they will survive this because the hard part is over. Now there is just recovery. They have been freed.
Okay. Who are all the clan leaders? I just want to put it next to the... Hosen is
Bear.
Bear.
right.
Leld is technically the clan leader of the Wolf Clan, but Fen is also there.
Okay. And then
Tern, Tern, is the leader of the
Otters.
Otter Clan, and Dor, Dor, is the leader of the Goat Clan.
Okay. Okay. I just wanted to rewrite that somewhere where I could find it quickly again.
Yeah.
Okay. We walk among the people, I think, right? We're gonna also try to offer some, as best we can, answer questions, etc.
I find I am not at all certain what to do. I don't think I'm physically ready to go wander through that melee.
I think that the leaders of each clan probably know best. So offering them our assistance is better than us trying to come up with a solution on our own. So that's what I do. I go to the leader of the wolves and say, how can I best assist?
Well, I don't know. They're definitely going to have to come to terms with this. I think, for now, just let them howl.
Wow.
They're expressing their emotions. That's good, right?
Right.
And we just let them do it. But keep your eye out if and when some of them stop howling, they should be addressed.
Good to know.
Wolves have a deep sense of community, and this has injured that by casting doubt on that sense. But they're also very inquisitive, so they're going to have questions. If we hear the same question enough, I will address it to all of them. But at first, we'll want to hear the individual questions.
Makes sense.
Aribell, I wonder if it wouldn't be helpful to cast some minor healing magic, even if it's not a physical wound, just the sense of warmth and comfort.
Can we not tell with the mental link that she is not with us?
When you reach out, there's just silence.
Aribell? Who's with Aribell?
The priestess of the temple.
It was gonna be me, but... So, I'll reach out to the priestess. I cast... Obrus Great Ascending.
Okay.
Yeah, I cast Obrus Great Ascending. And I say, hello, whatever her name is. We're trying to get a hold of Aribell. Is she okay?
She is unconscious. I don't know exactly what she did, but even just being seated near her, I could sense an enormous burst of energy.
I say that out loud into my head. Is something... Can you... cure wounds? Can you heal her? Can you...
I can certainly try. I don't
know why you haven't yet.
Well, I don't know if it will help, but pause
That
a
would
moment.
be... Let's try.
She might just need to rest.
Yeah.
I mean, no one's ever seen this spell before, so...
Well, that was interesting.
Hmm?
She absorbed the magic.
What do you mean she absorbed the magic?
I
Oh.
sent the
Oh,
healing...
sorry, I'm not in there.
I sent
No,
the
but
he-
you can ask that, and I'll...
Oh, okay,
I
sorry.
sent the healing magic in, but instead of affecting her physiology, the energy simply
entered her body.
This is the first time she's done this spell. We don't know how it's gonna take. We'll just please care for her until we can get there.
Of course.
Wow.
I tell everybody.
She absorbed the energy.
She must have drained herself of energy.
I think so.
That is a possibility.
Dangerous.
As the afternoon continues, things slowly begin to calm down. After a couple hours, well, by the end of the first hour, which is when the Mind Link spell is going to expire, it appears that the acolytes from the temple and the clan leaders have things relatively well in hand. It's going to take time. Some already seem to be rallying, while others are still in shock, unable to be consoled. So, as you expected, it will take a different amount of time depending on the individual. But it would appear that things are going to eventually be okay.
Before the mind link lets go, we should decide if we're gonna meet at the thing or talk to the clan leaders and say, is it okay if we go check on Aribell real quick? Is that okay?
Yes. I have informed Hosen that I am heading to the Temple of Tiraura.
I will also.
Wow. He actually thanked me. May wonders never. The spell ended.
So I guess we should start, since we know the spell has ended, we should meet up at our prearranged meeting place, which at this point is wherever, I guess wherever we can be all together.
Well, Athgarr said he was headed for the Temple of Tiraura to go check on Aribell.
Me too.
So
Right.
knowing he's going there, that's where I'll go.
Okay. Arriving at the temple itself is empty.
She's not there?
After a bit of investigation, you all, well, whoever is first on scene would hear the soft sounds of prayer, and it's coming from behind the altar, and it turns out it's the priestess's chambers, and she has put Aribell in her bed and is praying over her.
Well, when I arrive, I will ask if she's well.
She appears perfectly healthy. There are no wounds. She is not pale, she is not sweating, but she simply will not awaken.
I'm sure she needs rest. I wish there were a way to ascertain if she's all right, but the person who would normally do that is Aribell.
Athgarr walks in shortly toward the end of that conversation.
Oh, good, you're here. Can you make heads or tails of this state?
I don't know.
Well, that's not very reassuring.
I'm going to play Song of Rest.
Okay, what does that do?
Each of the everyone in the room, anyone who can hear it, regains an extra 1d10 hit points. It can't hurt.
Right?
This poor priestess has no idea what just happened.
Nope. Athgarr swings his lute around from his back and begins playing a tune and humming. And his eyes glow with a silver light. And he kind of leans forward. He's looking all over Aribell. He sings another, or hums another tune, much shorter. Does it again.
Well,
I should have given her the potion of exhaustance resistance before.
well, now we'll know.
Dang.
She appears fine. I can see nothing magical. Of any kind. Have you tried casting anything else since the initial healing? No?
I think that in my head.
I have a theory.
What kind of theory? Do tell.
He starts playing a tune on the lute again. You actually recognize this one because this is the bardic version of a Cure Wounds spell. But he ends up playing through the sequence several times and then strums the final chord and reaches out and places his hand on her hand. And his hand glows for a moment, and then the glow seems to get sucked into Arabell's body.
Is that a good thing?
Aribell, make another Constitution save.
That's much better. 25.
Your eyelids flutter, and you appear to be coming back to consciousness.
Hey, welcome back.
Did it work?
You did the big thing.
Okay.
Aribell, this is the most exhausted you have ever felt. Taking a quick stock, you still have access to cantrips at the moment. You have access to first level spells, and you have enough energy for 2 second level spells, but the rest is gone.
I don't think I can walk back.
Wow. I think maybe you should just rest here for a bit.
Where's here?
You're in
Hey.
my chambers in the temple.
Oh.
I brought you here after you lost consciousness.
You worried us.
Sorry.
It's okay. We're just glad you're all right.
It was disconcerting to ask for your advice and hear nothing.
I'm sure you did the right thing.
So she needs to rest. What should the rest of us do?
We have a mansion full of orcs.
Yes. I think the plan had been you were going to pray about that, but I don't know if you're even up for that.
Well, she was going to do it tomorrow morning. So
Yeah.
that might still work.
You also have 1 level of exhaustion.
If I don't pass out, I mean, Tora's always with me now,
Mm-mm.
so she may tell me while I'm sleeping.
Mm.
Well, I could certainly take care of getting you back to the council house.
That would be much appreciated.
So he begins casting a spell, and there appears out of nowhere what looks like a small tornado. If you'd be so kind as to gently lift up the young lady in the bed there and follow us back to where we're staying. And the tornado just kind of bows slightly and then drifts over, and it slowly lifts Aribell, blankets and all, up into the air and starts to move her back towards Bo.
Air elemental.
Yup.
That's handy.
That is handy.
You're rather useful.
It's not going to last for too terribly long, so we should probably get going.
Okay, let's go.
You have to bring her blankets back.
I'm sure we can manage.
I can't remember her name offhand. Can tell her thank you.
Of course. Someday I hope you will tell me what it was you did. I've never seen the like. Well, we should go.
Yes.
All right, off we go. So we go back, we get her tucked into bed.
Mm-hmm.
Then what?
Back in Tasha's mansion.
Right.
Well, that's done.
We need to go. So who was with the orcs?
The two
Right.
paladins we brought from Thunder's Edge to be temple guardians.
Should we go check to see how their maneuvers are going?
Yes. And let's also reach out to each of the clan leaders and just see if they have any updates or any need for our assistance.
I rope them all in one greater sending. Oh no. Okay, hold on. I have to tell which one it is. Okay. Spells. Greater sending all the way to the top. Above 5th, 2 extra participants.
Yep, so you need 5. So you need a 7th level slot.
Okay. Why 5?
You,
Oh, and Fen.
yes,
Lel, yeah, Dor, Turn, Lel, Fen, and Hosen.
correct.
Got it. 7 level slot. One at a time, because we're all in together. How is everything going? Dor.
They basically tell you variations on the same theme. Some
Got it.
are responding better than others. Everyone seems to be calming somewhat. Hosen basically says that some of them have calmed enough they're actually trying to piece furniture back together. It's not going well.
Well, of course not.
He's immediately wondering if there's going to be funds made available to basically refurnish the clan hall.
Yikes.
Yeah. But they all say that the acolytes from the sanctum are incredibly helpful, that they have made a significant difference, that even those who don't necessarily follow the gods of good feel reassured that their representatives are among them. (201) They all acknowledge that it's just now going to take time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we should go check on our defenders
New defenders.
from the impending Kuatoa attack.
Right. Hold on one second. While I'm in the discussion with all of the elders or the leaders, I'm going to say things like, don't forget, you may have had people not come today, and they will be confused. So just be aware that you may have to do some
Cleanup spells.
And
clean up in general, and just try to, like if somebody comes wandering in and like, what the hell happened?
Fen
Just be aware.
Fen relates that he has instructed all of the clan leaders to utilize those who have responded better to go out and check on those clan members who were not in attendance.
Okay.
So there are groups from each clan headed out to check on those who did not show up.
Okay. Okay. That was all I just wanted to.
For all their varied personalities and attitudes, it's become very clear that they all care for their clan members quite a bit. And so their well-being is right up front in their thoughts.
Okay, so I guess we go check on our
Right.
orcs. Hmm.
Upon entering Athgar's mansion, the first sound that reaches your ears is a massive roar.
Uh-oh.
And
Who's
Are
going?
two people
We're all going
alive?
in, right?
and it is a bit disconcerting, but quickly reveals itself to be 4 dozen very enthusiastic orcs, hurling spears and swinging swords at spectral fish people.
I mean, it would be kind of a fun little afternoon kind of thing if you don't know what's going on.
Off to the right stands both Sir Marlane and Sir Spikespire. Sir Spikespire is just kind of kicked back against the wall, nibbling on a potato, just kind of watching. Sir Marlane, on the other hand, has a look of disbelief and maybe even a little fear. He looks over, sees that you've come in, nudges Sir Spikespire, who looks over, and they both come wandering over. They've been going for 2 hours. And
Whoa.
They show no signs of tiring.
Whoa.
Aye. And they're very good.
Well, good? Okay. Efficient. Brutal. Frightening.
Ah, they're not that scary.
To you, perhaps. I am certainly happy that I don't have to fight them.
I think it'd be kind of fun.
Of course you do. Should I stop them and have them rest or eat?
Eating is good.
Well, I mean, I think that if we just put out the food, they will stop
Eat it.
and eat. I don't think we need to try to stop them. And I think that might be a dangerous idea.
Well,
She's right.
the food's been out the entire time.
Oh, dear. Well, eventually they'll figure it out. Just let him go.
Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm glad they don't bleed.
Oh?
The orcs?
No, you're
Dummies.
ghost fish things. I've seen enough decapitations to be really glad they don't bleed.
Mm.
Well,
certainly are enthusiastic.
How long? They've been doing this the entire time, you said?
Yes, that's what I am led to believe.
What if we simply slow the number of targets? We slowly reduce the number of targets and then stop them.
That might work.
I can do that.
Well, let's give it a go.
Athgarr makes a gesture and a silhouette of a humanoid rises up. And he leans in and whispers a few things, and the figure bows slightly and vanishes. It takes a few minutes, but the Phantom Kuatoa do begin to dwindle. After about another 5 minutes or so, they stop altogether. At which point there are 4 panting orcs staring at the water, just waiting.
I walk over to one of the tables full of food and very loudly rip off a leg o' meat and start very noisily eating it and making smacking sounds.
Make a persuasion check.
That is a good roll. That is a 23. It's almost as good as I can roll.
A few of them closest to the tables turn and look. And judging from the looks on their faces, suddenly realize that, oh, I'm kind of hungry. And they start growling to each other, and more look that direction, and some begin to wander over. And slowly, the entire group ends up meandering over to the tables.
Yay.
Good job.
I put down the turkey leg and very neatly wipe my chin using my best noble manners.
Athgarr is in conference with the 2 paladins. He's talking and they're both nodding. And he gestures and that silhouette reappears. And it bows slightly to both paladins and then just kind of discorporates again. Athgarr claps both of them on the shoulder and turns to walk back to the group.
The Sirs now have the ability to control the attack, so they can ramp it back up
and then slow it down or cease it altogether as they wish.
Good idea. So, success? Kind of?
We still don't know what to do with them tomorrow.
Well, for now, they have hopefully fought to near exhaustion. We're now plying them with unending amounts of food. I suggest that this be followed with a large quantity of alcohol, and we hope that they all just pass out. Quiet night babysitting the orcs.
That will be up to the sirs. I've left it in their hands.
And I assume they can contact us, or they have a way to contact us?
I have told them where the door to Tasha's mansion is. If she will be so kind as to add them to the guest list, then one of them can wander out and wander over if they need us.
I do so. Whew.
So, I guess, are we able to go take our own leave for the evening?
I mean, it's early, isn't it?
It's probably somewhere between 3 and 4 in the afternoon.
Yeah, that's pretty early.
Yeah.
Well,
The telepathic link lapsed at 2:30. So figure another hour. So about 3:30.
I mean, we really need to give Aribell time to rest,
Right.
and the deed is done, and the villagers are dealing, and
figure out this next part.
which we really can't do until we have Aribell.
Well, yes. But also, we would have to wait an entire week with them, the orcs, before she can do it again. Yeah.
Can she
We're
only
never doing the orcs all at once.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So we're waiting then for the acolytes who can do it?
We have to decide what we're going to do.
Yeah, I know.
Which means that we have to wait until Aribell can pray about it.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
Arabelle's going to pray about it. Right.
So
Breakfast.
Sounds like we've got the evening off.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And much deserved, I say.
And I believe I said I'd buy you a drink.
You did.
Anybody else want to join?
Absolutely. Did you say you had me at beer?
Of course I did. So, where's a good place to get a drink around here?
The mansion.
Uh-huh.
I figured.
Yeah, we sent the tavern guy away a while back.
We did. We did. So, back to the mansion it is. And I sit down in the room with the fireplace and start playing my lute. And I get a couple pitchers. Make sure they're filled. And Have a drink as I play.
You can just tell the birds what to do and have them bring it.
Well, yeah.
So what's your poison? Sky's the limit.
Even though it's a bit early, I think a brandy.
So I go and order beverages.
Okay.
Hmm.
And Athgarr,
That was a wild one.
Athgarr takes a couple minutes and grabs a couple plates and just wanders around the tables with food and starts assembling sort of like snack plates. And then brings them into the living room too.
Nice.
So what's the overall sense?
Well, I think that went as well as it could have, honestly. A whole town just found out that they've been screwed with for months.
Yeah. There's only so well that can go.
Yeah.
But, there was a lot less bloodshed than I feared there might be.
True.
The
I didn't
results
like
of
that
good
Aribell passed
preparation.
out.
Well,
Yes.
Yeah, well, that was an experiment.
it's true. We don't exactly know how that works.
The spell?
Just that ability.
Yeah. I think we figured out, though, that it takes all of her energy.
Which is, I suppose, logical.
Hmm.
I hope there are no lasting after effects.
I don't think so.
Well, we hope not. We won't know for however long.
Right.
Well,
I mean-
Aribell,
how
Aribell,
long
you
have
are you are up in your room in the mansion.
Well, while they were drinking, I was gonna go check on her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
call
go
one of the
drinking with her.
birds and ask for some food.
And I go in her room.
Okay.
Hey,
She
I
looks
sit-
fine. She just looks
pull
a
my
little
chair
tired.
next to her. Sit down and next to her. Well, better
to
than
go.
expected.
That's good.
No bloodshed.
How are the chairs at the bear?
I'm thinking they're gonna need a new set of everything.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
You okay?
I'm great. I wish you were okay, better.
I'm okay. I'm just tired.
Yeah, yeah.
I promise. I'm okay. Nothing a good night's sleep won't cure. And some food.
Right. Yeah.
Is everyone okay?
Yeah, we're all just kind of what-nowing it and then just hanging out, waiting for things to settle down. Kind of waiting on you, praying.
Settle down today or long term?
Well, both.
Well, if we have to train an army of orcs, we might be in Thunder's Edge for a bit.
Yeah. But, I mean, yeah. Can you imagine a bunch of orcs coming through the circle?
I don't think we'd take them through the circle.
That's the easiest way to do a whole bunch of people.
I was actually thinking about that while I was laying here. That if they're in the mansion, then maybe we could ask Mother Tasha to gate to them to the desert. Since it's plane to plane, she should be able to do that, and they could walk through.
Mother Tasha.
Let's just put the orcs in the dragon's hands, so to speak. I don't know of another plane we could send them either, so.
Oh, that's a thought.
But I don't want to send them, to some bad place. But
I know. But
I don't feel right about slaughtering them either.
Nope. Oh, speaking of which, and I tell her about what Sir Marlene and Sir Spikespear have said, that they are no tiring, they're very efficient, brutal, and frightening. They've been going at least 2 hours. So we are kind of behind the 8 ball with them if we have to fight them.
I know we keep saying we're not going to do all of the orcs at once. But, not for these orcs, but the other orcs all over, right? They're all under the spell or the conditioning of the dragons, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Wow.
I wonder if I could do what I just did for Ballinamard to all the other orcs and free them from the dragons and see if they turn on them.
Yeah, that's what I just got to.
You're not there. You're not there.
Oh, shoot.
It's just me and her right now.
Yep.
I mean, the orcs obviously the dragons can kill people on their own, but they like to use their little orc slaves, and we tend to free slaves when we find them.
We do.
But I'm not doing that today.
No. Once a week.
I think it'll be more than a week before I try to free an entire race of.
Oh yeah, no,
creatures.
I just meant.
Yeah, no, I know what you meant. But,
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, if we free a couple orcs and we're gonna free them, 2 of the Thuilnu, of the Thuilnu, and then hopefully can get off the freeing of the dragon hold on them, right? Because we're gonna have to do it twice.
yes, they're going to get both of them, and then we'll evaluate if they're evil or not, or if they're.
So theoretically, we could ask them to help with the next ones, kind of like we did at the clan house.
I was wondering, actually, if you could bring over the farmer orc that we've already unenthralled.
Yeah.
I'd like to talk to him
Yeah.
before I pray.
Yeah.
I'll come downstairs. I don't think I want you to bring the orc up here.
Right.
Might cause talk if you bring an orc to my bedroom. I know that's how you get half orcs, but it's not.
you can hear Zorith laughing down the hall. Yeah. So we'll go out into the clan house, and I will bring him.
Yeah. So we come downstairs,
and I kind of walk around and tell everybody what we're gonna do. She's gonna talk to the orc while I'm there, and I'll be there, and we're gonna bring him to the clan house.
because he should be in with the other orcs. We didn't leave him out in the farm to get killed, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So where is he?
He's in the
with
other
rest of them.
mansion.
Oh. Well then, I'll just walk over.
Yeah.
I misunderstood. I thought I needed to teleport. I just walk over and grab him and bring him out into the clan hall.
Okay.
Ask
I'm
if he'll go
sitting.
with me.
Yeah, I'm sitting. Yeah.
He is eating,
Oh.
but he sees you and goes,
Oh, hello.
Hi, Aribell. And I give a brief description of which one she is. Would like to talk
Okay.
to you.
Sure.
And we're gonna go out in the
Okay.
clan house.
I love Jeff's orc voice.
Okay, meet with Aribell.
What was his name again?
Mar.
Mar. Sorry. I don't have my.
Are
Hi,
you,
Mar.
are you okay? You look really tired.
I am very tired. You remember what I did for you?
Yep.
I just did that for the whole town.
Wow.
Took a lot out of me.
Okay. Good job.
But that's why we had you all stay inside, so that it wouldn't affect all of your
Oh.
friends at the same time, because we don't know how everyone will react.
Oh. That means that my friends may not be my friends anymore. Yeah, I don't like that.
We're trying to figure out how to deal with all of that.
I could talk to them.
Your friends?
Yeah.
Think maybe after they've had a day or two to process what happened, we can maybe see if we can do that. They're probably a little in shock right now.
Yeah, I can understand that. I remember when it just, when I had just woken up, that was hard.
I wanted to ask you about the other orcs.
Yeah, they're in there.
Yes. And right now, nobody is really acting like they did before what happened to you all.
Oh, right. Wow. So, we all lost all our friends.
Right, but we have to decide what to do with all of them.
Well, they're not awake. Well, awake.
Right, so should we wake them up? But what if they aren't nice like you?
I'm nice. I just want to work.
Right.
I like working out on the farm.
But do you think everyone will be able to recover like you did, or will they want to go back to fighting? Good people.
I don't know. I didn't really know many of them before.
Oh, okay.
The dragons don't really like us talking to each other.
If you had the chance to just keep either farming or doing things that you liked without us having woken you up, would you want us to do it again? You know what I mean? Would you rather know what's going on, or would you rather have been happy like you were with what they did to you?
I don't know. I guess that depends on if I still get to keep working.
We have some enemies in the south. Do you think people would be interested? Your people, some people of them might be interested in helping us fight them.
Well, we do like fighting. That's kind of what we were bred for.
Would that be a good job if you had a place to live and food and shelter?
That's all good. I don't know. Who are you fighting?
These evil people that live in the desert. They worship bad people, and they enslave people, and they try to attack us. They're called Jagravanans.
The word enslave causes his entire countenance to darken.
Nobody should be slave.
That's what we feel like. We've been able to free some people from them, but there's so many of them that we need help fighting them. And we thought maybe it would be a good job if you all would want to help us with that.
To save people from being a slave?
Yeah.
I will help you with that. I don't know if any of the others will, because I don't know what they will think when they are awake, like all the way.
Our plan is to not do it like we did with the Ballinamard people. We're not going to do it all at once. We'll do like we did with you, one at a time.
I would, if you want, I would talk to them when you do it.
That's what I wanted to ask, if you would help us.
Yeah. I think that maybe they will feel like I do because they have been treated good. Like, people, they talk to us and they smile and make jokes, and we work and then we eat, and you people, you actually talk and joke while you eat, and that's very different, and I kind of like it.
I hope that most of them do want to keep having a life like you do.
I hope so too, but as I said, I don't know.
Well, we'll probably start with a few tomorrow and see how it goes, but I have to rest before we do any more of the magic healing.
Okay. Well,
Can
I go back to the farm?
Not tonight.
Okay.
We need to talk to them.
I mean, fighting the fish people is fun, and the food is good, but I shouldn't be away from the field too long.
I think that the farm that you work on, the people that live there too, are probably all recovering tonight from today's.
Okay.
So there's probably not anybody working tonight.
Well, then I should definitely be there, but I will stay here.
Thank you, Mar. We'll see you tomorrow.
I will be here.
You don't have to fight fish people all night. You can rest.
But it's fun.
Oh, okay. Well,
Wow.
eat, fight fish people, rest.
Okay.
Night. That kind of helps, right?
I motion to where he's supposed to go.
And
Get him back
he
in.
just kind of trundles off.
So we can go back in to the other mansion.
Mm-hmm.
I lean on Zori.
I help her out. Yeah. I know things. You don't think I know things, but I know things.
Right.
You know lots of things. All right. So we go in and fill everybody in. So that might be the solution. Can start tomorrow with a few and see if it, like, what's our percentage of nice.
I do have to wonder if Mars' attraction to working the land is just him, or if that's something that his people respond to. That
Maybe it's just that they like being useful.
Well, I was just thinking that perhaps if it is more of a racial trait, that might be why Costa suggested the druids. But difficult to tell from just one.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get a bigger sample.
Right. So I think tomorrow we can get a little bit more of them out of the influence of the Thuilnu and the dragons, and Mars said he'd help talk to them, so we can see what we find out. And if it's, most of them that we start with, then this might be the path.
Right, but what we do with the ones who aren't like that one?
I think we all know what's going to have to happen to them.
Right, I volunteer.
But I hope that most of them will be like Mar.
So we should talk about that. So if they aren't like Mar, then we should cast like a sleep spell on them or something.
Do something.
Well, we could consider them prisoners of war.
Yes, but
and transport them to somewhere where the army has facilities to contain them.
So when you cast the mansion again tomorrow, we'll need a rig that can hold orcs, if necessary.
All right.
Doesn't have to be a ton, because, we're not going to keep going and have 40 of them in there that we have to transport at once.
Right.
No more than can be teleported. So if we get to 7 that are not happy to be free, then that's right. Or even 6, because we'd probably want more than one of you to take them.
also I have Zone of Truth as a spell.
Yeah, that's what I think we used on Mar too.
Okay.
I have it too. Yeah.
Okay.
But if you can do it, it's probably better, because then I can save my slots for the reverse anomaly. All right, so Athgarr can cast reverse anomaly,
I can too.
and Gwen can, right?
I can.
And several of the acolytes. I'm sure.
Okay. Sounds like a plan for tomorrow, and that'll give us more information to figure out what's next. And if we think we're going to actually have enough that want to help fight bad slaving people, then Athgarr, you'll probably need to talk to your father.
The acolytes, we didn't talk about what they should do tonight. They need to come back. So should I call the clan leaders again and
Have them come back.
tell
Well,
all the
they'll
acolytes?
probably come back to eat and go to bed and stuff, right?
Okay, yeah, probably.
Yes.
So when they come back, we'll find out how many of them can do reverse anomaly. And right, reverse anomaly and reverse anomaly, right? Twice?
Yeah, well, yeah, even if they can do it once, then we just have to pair them up. But
Yeah.
Right. One do one, one do the other. That's what I was
yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
so we'll have some idea.
How many times can I do it?
But
All
by the
right.
time we free one, talk to them, I mean that's like a good probably hour per orc
Mm-hmm.
to talk to them and get everything done. And
Because we'll need to give them time to adjust as well.
yes. So you put them in this early morning, not early morning, kind of mid-morning, right? So you'll just need to recast tomorrow after we get up.
Yes.
Hmm.
They are very well occupied with fighting the fish people, so maybe we do that again and then bring them over here one at a time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We can do that.
We can make it something different if they want to fish. If they want to, well, no.
They won't be bored.
Yeah, never
and
mind.
they know they're training to save the town. So
Yeah, so don't screw with that.
all right. So maybe some, not interrogation rooms. That sounds mean, Tasha, but some rooms that we can take them into to talk to them.
Meeting rooms.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and maybe that's the right thing. And then if they can lock, then if they aren't happy, then we just leave them in there.
Yeah.
For a day. Just settle down. We'll deal with you tomorrow.
Keep bringing them food and booze and drunk happy orcs.
Right.
Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, pretty much.
So,
All right.
anything else anybody wants to accomplish this evening?
I would like to go to bed.
All right.
Same.
then
Same.
Let's consider it a done day. Long rest.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And we move to the next day.
Mm.
I do, when I get up for my prayers, I do ask for guidance with all of this plan.
I mean, I do too. Why not?
Okay. Tasha,
Yep.
roll percentile.
Okay.
While you're doing that,
Uh-huh.
Aribell, what specifically are you asking?
I am asking if our current plan with the orcs is the right direction to be going. Or if there's something that we have, another option that we haven't considered, or...
As you're praying, your mind seems to wander a little, and a scene appears in your imagination of a group of orcs dressed in something vaguely resembling Aecathan army uniforms, drilling on sand.
Mm.
There, however, are not as many.
Right.
Yes.
I rolled 001.
Oh God.
I know.
Where are
I can't
you?
believe.
Are you in your room?
Yes.
Are you? What are you doing in your room when you're doing this? Are you in
I'm
bed?
sitting
Are
on
you-
my bed
Okay.
with my legs crossed against the wall.
Okay.
My back against the wall.
Okay.
In a meditative stance, basically.
There's suddenly it feels like there's somebody else in the room with you.
Okay.
Looking up, standing at the foot of your bed is an absolutely perfect elven man. Beautiful, smooth, pale skin, blonde hair.
You know, I
and-
worship Dresphine, right?
and white wings. Feathered wings. And around his neck is a platinum holy symbol of Dresphine.
All right. I wave.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, kind sir.
Oh, am I a sir this time? I guess I am. Well, that's neither here nor there. How may a humble servant of the lady be of use? You have questions.
I do.
I am here to offer the wisdom of the lady.
Well, that's really useful. Thank you. Would you like to sit down?
No need.
No? All right. Well, we've been having a doozy of a time. Turns out that orcs have been brainwashed since childhood by the dragons.
Oh, much, much longer than that. They've been brainwashed for decades, if not centuries.
Well, what I mean is from the time that they were born.
Yes. For many generations.
And we've discovered that if we cast Reverse Anomaly twice, it not only gets rid of what happens with a Thuilnu, but what happens with the dragons as well.
Ooh. Well
Which leaves us in a-
discovered.
Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. Because what do you do with orcs that don't act like orcs anymore?
What do you think you should do with them?
Well, they have free will,
Yes.
and they're not necessarily evil.
Very well.
So they should get to make some choices for themselves for once.
Accepted.
But how do we protect them from everyone else on the plane who thinks that they're evil? And what jobs would we give them? And where will they live? You know, little things.
These are all excellent questions. You should be commended.
Thank you.
As to the answers to those questions, I would say that they do indeed have free will that has been taken from them. If you are able to restore it to them, that is a great gift. As to what they would do, if they have free will, I would answer that which they desire to do, because they will have a choice for the first time in their existence. As to what those desires are, they will be as individual as each member of the species. As you have experienced, one of them appears to truly enjoy working with nature. Not something that we anticipated. The others likely will have similarly unexpected desires. And not all of them will be socially beneficial. So you should prepare. There will be some who will fall by the wayside. They must, for they will not fit in civilization. That is not their fault, but it is reality nonetheless. So you should make preparations and decide what you will do with them. If indeed they have free will, one must acknowledge the possibility that they could change their ways. I believe you have discussed imprisonment. That would give them the opportunity to choose a different path.
Okay. It's a good point.
And there may be some who are irredeemable. There may be some who willingly embrace all that is evil, as there are in every species.
They will become dragon food, most likely.
Interesting. That should be a song.
You don't say.
Something about crunching, perhaps.
When this is all done and said and done, I will write the song.
It sounds to me like you have the answers to your questions already. You just needed a bit of extra knowledge to understand how to categorize these answers.
All right.
Continue to seek knowledge that flies in the face of what everyone knows. Those who bring change always do. And this could be the harbinger of great change.
Indeed it could. What is your name?
Names. I am a servant of the lady. I do not need a name. I am she, as I am I.
Well, thank you for helping me suss this out.
Seekers of knowledge should always be aided if the knowledge is well-intentioned. I wish you luck.
Thank you. I always need more.
And the figure just slowly fades away.
Well, that was interesting. I wonder if that's how it happens for everybody else. All right. So I get up, I get dressed, I go downstairs, and I tell everyone about my funky dream.
Okay. Athgarr is not there, but reappears shortly, having recast his mansion. I actually brought them out into the council chamber and asked them what changes they felt were necessary to
Nice.
adequately prepare for this attack. They had some disturbing suggestions, but some of them were appropriate. So I have made the changes, and they all very enthusiastically re-entered.
Man. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we just do what you do with any creature then, based on the dream you've had. We tell them their options and the consequences of their choices and leave that up to them.
Athgarr has suddenly gone silent and has paled. And you see the head tilt.
I was talking to Athgarr.
What's up?
He stands up. I have to go home.
What
What's
happened?
Oh.
My father is dying, and no one can find Aralahkis.
Didn't we do this once again before?
We did. But then it was the Thuilnu.
So, can you go? We'll be there shortly.
I
Or-
can go with you.
I should go to heal him.
Let me
Oh.
find out what is happening. I need to find Aralahkis.
Go be with your father. We'll find Aralahkis.
We have to do the orcs.
And he starts,
The orcs can wait.
starts playing the lute and humming brokenly and disappears. And that's
We have
where-
to.
That's where we're going to stop.
Thanks, Jeff.
My pleasure.
What was that about a vacation after this? Never.
Yeah.
Apparently never.
Yep.
We might need the orcs before they get healed, or we'll just have the other guy keep casting the mansion here. That
Here, it's a week-long course. Just do the things.
Honestly, they wouldn't know any differently. I mean,
They don't know days, really.
we can drag this out as long as need be.
Yeah.
All right.
Oi. Oi, oi, oi.
Well, thank you for watching. We appreciate your attention very much.
Oh yeah.
And we'll be back. And hopefully, when we are, we can welcome you back to the lands of Aecathan as well. Good night, everybody.